Hey, what's up? Welcome back to NBA World. Who can forget the day when Miami Heat star Dwayne Wade brought a couple of Heat teammates to check out his son Zaire's basketball team? American Heritage takes on the Blackwell's Somerset Academy. Zaire Wade went head-to-head with Dudley Blackwell in an absolute classic, with American Heritage hanging on for a 6-point win. Zaire received his fair share of attention from the crowd, with the opposition fans chanting "Overrated." His performance during that game did enough to quiet those boys on the sidelines and to also pump up his father and the rest of the Miami Heat players. But the question remains whether he is really overrated or not. Here are some of the few reasons why we think he is so overrated. Number 1. Like father, like son. One of the main reasons why he is so overrated is because he's actually the son of a legendary NBA player, Dwayne Wade. People think Zaire Wade only got his fame because of his father and not because of his talent. There are many games where fans think he could have done a lot better to make his team win, but unfortunately neither did any of his teammates qualify to win, nor he did anything to make his team win. Like his father, he was a one-man army. Even if people thought the team was going to lose and Dwayne Wade would join the team to play, people still had hope they could win. But this is not the case with Zaire. He could not let people think about him this way. Number 2. His defense strategy. Even though the record and as the resume says, Zaire is a defensive player, not the attacker, people still think he could do a lot better in both of the ways. One may believe that Wade actually is a really good blocker and really great at the defense side, but people also think that is actually what makes his strategy overrated. People think he takes too many risks. Many of his defense plays come from playing the passing lanes, but this is exactly where he thinks he can handle but could not handle. Not every time, but most of the time this is where he collapses and sometimes frees the ball for another player. Where he thinks he could pass the ball, he actually misses and the ball goes straight to the other team players. His defense mainly didn't collaborate with the team's win either. Number 3. Value. Many perceive Zaire Wade as a valuable player because he is a major reason why his team wins games. While Wade contributes to wins, his value is somewhat overrated because he doesn't contribute as much as one would think. His offensive win share is a statistic that measures the number of wins a player contributes because of his defense strategies. The numbers were a lot lower than Chris Paul's league-leading 10.4 offensive win shares. Wade's value on the defensive end is somewhat overrated too. It is not exactly like Zaire has no contribution making his team win, but fans are actually furious how Zaire always comes in the limelight and the spotlight even after not contributing as much as the other players, only because he is a public figure. Fans are furious that people who are actually doing their best on their own are not getting enough attention because of Zaire being Dwayne Wade's son. Number 4. Mistakes are pushed under the rugs. Because he has led his team into such wins, Zaire Wade is often held in high regard. However, this often leads many to overrate him because many of his mistakes are disregarded. Many times in the high school tournaments, especially during this year's playoffs, Zaire Wade has missed free throws down the stretch of critical games. Zaire Wade has only shot 60% from the free throw line during the whole of the school tournaments. For example, in the semi-final games of his tournaments, Wade missed a free throw with 47 seconds remaining, giving the other team an opportunity to tie the game. In one of the games, Zaire Wade missed a driving layup that would have tied the game with 15 seconds remaining. Neither of these mishaps were emphasized at all. Instead, they were pushed under the rug. Wade is a great player, but he is not flawless, although many tend to perceive him that way. Number 5. Leadership. Zaire Wade is a tremendous leader based on the fact that he has carried teams to victories. Nonetheless, Wade's leadership can be seen as a bit overrated based on the verbal spat he kept having with the other foreign players in front of his teammates. Wade's leadership can be questioned once again based on his performance and unhealthy tricks that he ought to do. Being young and having talent is not a doubt for this young gem, but he also has a lot of opportunities in life ahead to awesome all these weaknesses he has. This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss any of our videos in the future. Also, watch the 2 videos that are on your screen because I'm sure you'll love them. With that, I'll see you in the next video.